December 28th, 2009. Here's Soundex, Ardmore, Pennsylvania. It's been here since 1958, and Flagship Audio has just acquired the business, and we're going to do a complete walkthrough. So, as you can see, this is Lancaster Avenue. It's pretty much the only store that really needs work. There's a bunch of high-end district stores, but anyways, let's go inside. Front window. So this place started in 1958, and that was the first year for stereo. Previously, before that, it was all mono. So there's a lot of equipment here. Most of this stuff is repair, either has been repaired or is going to be repaired or has been dropped off and never picked up. All different vintages and items. So we're just going to do a pretty brief walkthrough. Right here in the front looks like a pair of Magnapans, probably from 1970s. Here's an old Telefunken radio. Couple televisions. There's a Bang & Olufsen, looks like a BO Center. Macintosh speaker, that's a good one. And there's a pretty high-end preamp there. Triad subwoofer, probably a 10-inch or an 8. Looks like another pair of Magnapans. Bozak. There's a Sony boombox. Old Philco radio. Turntables, speakers, LCDs. There's an Akai reel-to-reel. There's a real nice Sony TAE 5450. That was a good piece. NAD, amp and preamp. Nice digital analog converter. AccuSound tuner, AccuSound Intergrade. Some more reel-to-reel players. A whole bunch of them. So as you can see, this place has really just been acquiring a lot of equipment and not really working on too many pieces. There's a real nice Sony VFAT power amp, one of the better solid state amps. What's that? Adcom. Another Adcom. There's a real nice Philips. Looks like amplifier and preamp. That's pretty rare. Looks like a Bang & Olufsen 2400. That's a pretty cool piece. I mean, there's just literally stuff everywhere. Camera can't even fit it all in frame. There's a pair of Polks. There's a JBL. Looks like an 8-inch full range. Some, I think ESS. Yeah, ESS speakers. There's a L220. Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, there's just so much stuff here. Looks like another Bang & Olufsen turntable. Probably an 8000. Yep, 8000. Some higher end amplifier, either tube or solid state. Marantz 105 tuner. Audax. Looks like some ADS's. Another German radio. Here we got a B&K, probably 240 model. Here's a real nice Mark Levinson Model 23 power amp. That's a great piece. Looks like a Dynaco Sansui tuner. Looks like a Harman Kardon. So over the next month or two, we're gonna have to do a full clean out. Looks like there's a tube Sherwood piece, probably an Intergrade. Some pair of Bozaks. There's Pops. Hey Pop.
What? What?
Helping me out, cleaning out the desk, giving Sam all his old receipts that he left here. Bunch of new old stock tapes. I'll try to zoom out a little bit better for everybody. And there's just stuff everywhere. Hey Mom.
Hi.
That's the professional organizer, Jumpstart Organizing, helping out. But this desk was completely packed with stuff. There was stuff here, but we're slowly getting through it. As you can see, there's a bunch of goodies back here. Got tube amps and looks like phase linear and receivers and cassette decks and SAE, EQ and VCRs, but nobody cares about them. There's an early Marantz, either like a 23 or 28. Looks like an FM1 Dynaco, another phase linear preamp, bunch of Bose Wave radios, some early H&H Scott tuners. Looks like a Nakamichi. Just stuff everywhere. Looks like a pair of JBLs. There's a real good find. That's a Marantz 2500, one of the most legendary receivers of all time. Adcom. There's a Adcom cartridge. More SAE. Looks like a pair of KLH Model 6s. That's actually what's playing right now through this Sony receiver, believe it or not. Sounds pretty good though. Real good pair of Bozaks. I don't know what model they are. B407A. But they're big. Probably got a couple 12s in it. Bunch of tweeters. Pair of AR3 AXs. So as you can see, I mean, there's stuff just buried everywhere. There looks like another Marantz. Not a Marantz, but oh well. So here's the other room, the back room for the repair service center. And just shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff. I'm going to do a really quick walkthrough because we'd be here all day. But there's just piles of stuff. NAD. Most of the stuff probably doesn't work, but some of it, you know, maybe just needs a little bit of work, or you know, might already been serviced and just needs to call the customer and have them come pay the balance and pick it up. Oh, there's a nice Dynaco Mark with a early mono preamp. Probably sold brand new like that. I mean, this camera really doesn't do justice on how much stuff is here. Pair of something or other. Radios. Yamaha. There's a real nice Luxman Intergrade. 1970s. They're pretty rare. Even not working, they're still worth a few $100. Looks like a plasma and LCD. Another Bose Wave radio. Bunch of parts. Here's the workbench. So this has been an active business since, I said before, 1958. I've been in negotiations with the owner, Sam, for quite a while about acquiring the business, and finally we were able to make it happen. Bunch of stuff back here. Here it looks like a yeah, it's a Mac C20. Yeah, it's a pretty nice preamp. Justin, can you get the phone, please? Justin? Anybody? Sorry, I didn't mean to be really loud, but okay, I guess no one's gonna get the phone. Can somebody get the phone?
I can't get
Justin, can you get the phone? In the back? Looks like a early Jensen crossover, definitely from early 60s, maybe late 50s. There's a Sony, actually I believe that's new old stock. 5550, very good piece. There's a bunch of shelves of tubes. We actually found some Genelex gold lines on these shelves, believe it or not. There was KT88s, KT77s, B749s, some rectifier tubes. But back in the day, he was not actually in the service business. He was actually in the high-end hi-fi business. He was one of the first dealers in the Philadelphia area to carry Macintosh, Dynaco, Jensen, all the high-end premier audio companies. So this is a lot of fun. Definitely an adventure. But I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. Transformers, outputs, powers. Some more transformers up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So we're gonna go up to the second floor now. Bunch of pamphlets for some of the items that he carried. It's kind of steep pair of steps, but we'll make it up here. Looks like I mean, there's just an F900 just sitting on all this stuff. I mean, unbelievable. There's a nice Nico power amp. So we're now on the second floor. This is where all the real goodies are. There's a Shure V15. I don't know if the Shure's in there, but there's the box. But there's definitely stuff back here, as you can see. So most of this stuff is actually, believe it or not, new old stock from the 80s to the 70s to all the way to the 1960s. Some of this stuff has been opened, you know, demo, open box, returns, and some of it is actually still factory sealed cartons, which are pretty unheard of at this point. There's some Icos. I checked this out. Those are still factory sealed. So most of this stuff is going to be sold within the next year or so through our account and under our company name, Flagship Audio. So definitely want to check us out because you never know what we're going to be listing next. I mean, there's Sony, SAE, Scott, Gemini, another SAE. I mean, there's just so much. Conrad Johnson, Adcom, just stuff everywhere. There's a Shure, Mirage, Onkyo. There's stuff back there. I don't even know what's back there, but I'm sure all kinds of good. There's a nice tone arm. Looks like an SAE. Here's an SAE box to another tone arm. So this is the second room now on the second story. Stuff has just been thrown everywhere. Again, you know, a lot of stuff doesn't work. Some of it works. Some of it's new old stock. Some of it's just empty boxes. But there's just so much stuff here that it's really impossible to tell you at this point what's really here. But that's the fun of it all. There's a TD Thorns. Pair of I don't even know. Most of these Audiophiles drivers are actually brand new, sealed. There's a good pair of speakers right there. That's actually new old stock, still factory sealed. Here's a rare find. Here's a JBL from the 60s, new old stock, never even been opened. I believe it's the one of the time ones. They were the flat line with the 8-inch full range with the let's see if we get a model number. Yeah, you got trim line 54 pair right there. Bam. That's that you don't see every day. Ampex, just stuff everywhere. Looks like a pair of Martins. Oh, they're a pair of Bozaks. I'm busy.
Okay, well, there's a customer here
Okay.
that wants to pick up his 2 stop.
Okay, well, I'll be there when I can. Customer can wait. Just stuff everywhere. Filing cabinets full of old receipts.